Hey everyone, it's Brandy from Brandy Janae's Bookshelf and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my June wrap up and my July TBR. I didn't read that much in June. I only finished 3 books. The first book that I finished in June, which I actually started late May but I carried over and finished in June, was Illuminated by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I do already have a non-spoiler review up, so I will link that. So if you guys want to check that out, feel free to go ahead and do that. I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars. So the next book that I finished in June, which I actually don't have with me because I am loaning it out and I still haven't gotten it back yet, but I will put the picture up over here. It's Rat Queens Volume 2. The Far-Reaching Tentacles of Nergos. Not exactly sure how you say that, but like I said, the title or the cover should be over here somewhere. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. The next one that I finished in June was Rat Queens Volume 3. And this one is just called Demons. I was really disappointed in this. Yeah, it was a difference in art style because obviously they're different artists. Although there was a different art style, after a while I did start getting used to the new art, but I felt like the characters changed and the stories changed, and I felt like it took a completely different turn than where I thought the story was going, and not in a good, like not a turn in a good way. I ended up giving this a 2 out of 5 stars. So those were all the books that I actually finished in June. So now I'm going to get into my July TBR, and I'm excited because, like I said, if I didn't cut it out in my previous video, July is actually my birthday month. I will be turning 24 on July 24th. So I'm really excited. I don't think I have plans, but I'm still excited. Honestly, I'm going to say this now. This TBR is a little over ambitious for me. Since we are in the second week of July, I have completed some of these books already. So I'm just going to go ahead and get into it. The first one is Gemini by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, and this is the second book in the Illuminated files. The next book that's on my TBR, on my July TBR, that I have already finished is The Loose Ends List by Carrie Firestone. The next book that is on my July TBR is Bad Romeo by Lisa Raven. I am almost done. I have less than 100 pages left. So the next book that is on my July TBR is 50 Shades of Grey by E.L. James. The next 2 books on my TBR have been on my TBR since last month. I think I just moved them over. The first one is A Court of Thorns and Roses. Like I've been saying, this is going to be a reread for me. Also, A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. I've been meaning to read these 2 books, but honestly, if I don't get to them right away, it's not a big deal. The next book on my July TBR is The Last Star by Rick Yancey. This is the 3rd and final book in the 5th Wave trilogy. The next book on my July TBR is Food Wars Volume 6. The last book that is on my July TBR is, I'm not going to be reading both of these books in here, but I would like to read Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout. These are the books that I would like to get to in July. These are the books that I have with me that I finished in June. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye.